Welcome back to Pam's Cutting Board. Today we're going to do just a simple, quick little video on house seasoning. Now, about everybody's house seasoning has the same ingredients, and I'm going to tell you what I put in mine and how much. Now, you can buy the fancy little jars if you want to, and if you're real crafty, you can make the little labels and make them pretty. But you guys know me, I'm frugal. So I save my empty containers. Like when I get through with this, I'll scrape this off, I'll wash it, and I'm going to save it. And then I reuse them. And I just take a Sharpie and I write on there what it is. It's house seasoning. About everybody has their own blend of house seasoning, but it's how much you want of each ingredient that makes it your own. So I'm going to show you what I have in mine, and we use this stuff on chicken, on beef. We do hamburgers a lot, and Wayne loves this stuff to put it on his hamburgers, and it really makes them tasty. We do pork chops, which we're going to do pork chops for supper tonight. So we'll be using this. And this is all I have left. So it's time to make some. So since I'm going to make it, I'm going to share it with you. And here's some of the things you need. You're going to need a good size funnel with pretty good opening. Because when you put the funnel down in the jar, you're going to have a big enough opening so that the spices will go down in there. So here's what we're going to start with. Parsley flakes. I'm going to double my batch, but when I write out the ingredients, I'll just do one batch, because we go through this stuff pretty good. And you've seen there, I just kind of eyeballed it. Some of them was a little bigger tablespoon than others. That's okay. You want some paprika. Well, mine's clumpy. Like I said, I'm making a double batch. And you can use the smoked paprika if that's what you want. Do you want to get down in the bowl?
Are you going to be putting the exact measurements in the description box?
In the description box?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. A little bit of garlic powder. And again, if you don't like one of these ingredients, how many was that?
2.
3?
I think.
I can't talk and count at the same time. If that was 1 too many, that's alright. We like garlic. But if you didn't like garlic, just leave it out. We're going to go with some onion powder. And like I said, I'm making a double batch. 3, 4.
Oh, I'll keep count for you.
Now we're going to do some black pepper. I need to get me some more black pepper.
Is that all we have?
I got another thing in the cabinet.
Appears like we'll be needing it.
Yeah. Took all my black pepper. But never fear, I have another bottle. I'm about to sneeze. That pepper.
We'll get you on camera
Pepper went up
sneezing.
my nose.
Oh.
You're going to need some salt. And if you were watching your sodium and you didn't want to add salt at all, or if you want to add less, you can customize this to make it your own. Okay? This is just what Wayne and Pam uses. And I'm going to use some salt. Let's see. I have to count, so I can't talk.
We'll watch her talk. Or watch her count. Was that 4?
That was 8 because I'm doubling the batch.
But that's 4 in each.
4 tablespoons per batch.
Right.
And then I've got just a little bitty whisk. I'm just going to mix it all together.
Oh, what's the different colors?
Mm-hmm.
Get right down in there.
Yeah.
And look.
My paprika was a little bit clumpy, so I kind of have to break it up. But this stuff is really good. And you say, well, what's the benefit of having it all blended together versus grabbing these and throwing it on your meat or your potatoes or whatever you want to season? You just have to get this one thing, and use it. You don't have to get all of these different spices down. So one thing versus what, 6? You know, it is handier.
Take it from me, I do the cooking. I'm the hamburger.
Wayne makes us hamburgers 2-3 times a week, probably.
Yeah.
And you know, I know you guys that follow us, you know he's in a wheelchair, so he's limited to how he can reach, and this is his bottle. And he keeps it where he can reach it, because when he's making hamburgers on this stove right here, this is next to him. And you see it's not hard, it's just something, it really gives a lot of flavor, and it's one container is all you have to fool with. And like I said, if you don't want as much pepper or as much garlic, or you don't want to use any salt, people that has issues that they can't have salt, just leave the salt out. And you can, instead of just regular paprika, you can do smoked paprika. You can even put a little cayenne pepper in there if you wanted a little extra heat. Customize it, but this is just what we use. Okay, so we're going to fill Wayne's jar up first. You see how you got to have a funnel that's got a little bit of a wide mouth to it, I guess. Okay.
If you don't have a funnel that big, and you can laugh at me, because I'm being helpful, but I'm being funny. If you get milk by the gallon, cut the top of it off.
It's being frugal, guys.
And that'll work.
Let me get a smaller funnel and let me show you what happens. It just clogs up and it won't let you pour down in here very well. You see how much smaller?
But I'm serious, I've used half a gallon.
Yeah.
Or gallon jugs for funnels.
Okay, it's clogged up, so are you gonna have to get maybe a little spoon? Try to look for a spoon that has maybe this will work. You see how much aggravation it is? It's not even worth it.
And time and trouble.
I mean, it would take you all day to fill these jars up. So, like Wayne said, you can cut the top of a milk jug off, or anything like that. We do that at work. We use vinegar as a disinfectant on some things, and we'll cut the top off. That way, if we need a funnel, we've got one. I'm one of them people that if I walk down a sidewalk and I see a penny, guess who's picking it up? Me.
Miss Pam.
Nothing wrong, in my opinion, to be frugal.
Oh, that is how the shepherd's pie got started.
Mm-hmm.
The housewives were being frugal, and that's how they fed their husbands.
I mean, I would say a lot of recipes has been born by being frugal, using leftovers. I love making soups because you can use a lot of your leftovers for that. So I would say one batch would do 2 of these little jars. Or maybe 1.5. I usually just do two batches.
Well, the way we use it.
We do go through it a lot.
I mean, I'll sprinkle one side of the hamburger with it, and then when I turn it, guess what happens? The other side gets covered. And then we put cheese on it.
Wayne can make a good hamburger. They're simple, but they're tasty. And it's because of this. It really is.
What?
We're going to have just a little bit in this one, and that's it. What?
She never bragged on my hamburgers until I started using that. And we're not trying to sell it or anything yet. They may come a time.
See, we'll use this first and wash it, and then we'll have that for something else.
But Pam said, boy, these hamburgers are good. What did you do? And I said, I used the house spice. And it does make a big damn difference.
Anything you're going to use, garlic powder, and most of the time when I start a dish, I'm using salt, black pepper, garlic powder, and onion powder. And so I then started adding a little bit of the paprika. And parsley doesn't give a lot of flavor, but it does make your dish pretty because you've got your green. So, you could leave that out entirely if you didn't want to, but it does make it pretty. But, side note, guess who's spoiled? Guess who got him a strawberry milkshake brought home? Peanut butter is my favorite. And I'll let you go from there and guess who got this.
I had to go to the doctor today.
And the Cool Whip, which, you guys know he's not real crazy about, is still sitting there. He's not sick. He just had to go for a checkup and get his refill. So, he's not sick. So, no worries about that. But here you go. He just wanted to be baby. But here you go. It made 3 jars and just a little bit on this one. So, there you have it. Anything you're going to use salt, black pepper, garlic, and onion powder on, you can substitute this for. So make you some, jar it up. If you've got pretty jars, if your spices go out where everybody can see them, you might want to invest in some pretty jars. If yours goes in a cabinet behind a little door like mine does, recycle. Save you some money. And I'll put the one batch up in the description box, but like I said, I doubled it and made 2. So try it out. We are going to put some of this spice on some of these pork chops tonight. We'll have pork chops. Guys, remember our prayer book. We're adding people daily. Every time I go and check comments or my emails, and I try to check that several times a day if I can, we have prayer requests. People are needing prayer. People are hurting. They're sick. Their families, they have family members that's hurting and sick, and they need prayer. And that's what, above the good food, I would like for this channel to be known that if you need prayer, you can come onto this channel and ask for prayer, and know that not only is Wayne and I praying for you, but a lot of our viewers are praying too. If they believe in prayer, they're getting a prayer through to God for you too. Thank you, Lisa, for the beautiful Easter card. Hold on, let me go get the card and show it to you. Okay, so I wanted to say thank you, Lisa, for this beautiful Easter card. Now, we didn't get it until after Easter, and that's my fault because I don't check my mail. I won't read the inside because I feel like when somebody writes something that's personal, so I don't read it out loud. But I did want to say thank you, Lisa, for the beautiful card. And like I was saying, we got it after Easter, but that's my fault because I don't check my post office box very often, because I have to pass up on my way from work, I have to pass up my house to go check the mail, and that car just wants to whip right into the right into my house. You don't want to go past my house. I'm usually tired and I just don't want to go check my mail. I know when the bills come in, so I'm checking at that point. So it was my fault that I got it late. I should have been there and checking it, right? But thank you so much for taking the time, Lisa, to send us this card. And I don't say last names because, you know, some people may not want to have their last name on here. Some people don't care, but you've got to be careful, you know, especially with the internet. So we'll just go with first name only. And oh, I love yellow flowers. It's my favorite color flower of all. And we have some of these daffodils going down our driveway. And I look forward every spring seeing them. So now I can hang this up and have it all year round. So I love it. Thank you. Also, Lisa, her brother, what?
I think her too.
Yeah. Yeah. Wayne thanks you too. He's back there saying. So Wayne thanks you too. We do. Both of us. When I say I, it's both of us. We're a team. We do the channel together. You guys know that. Lisa also has a brother that the last time I talked with her, it wasn't looking very good. So she needs prayer. You guys be praying for Lisa too.
Remember Kenny?
Yes. Today we was with a friend. His name is Kenny, and he's making some changes in his life, and he's asked us to pray for him that God's will would be done in those changes concerning his job, and he needs prayer for his health as well. So continue to pray for my nephew. He gets his results from the mask that was taken off this Thursday to see if it was cancer or not. Continue to pray for Wayne's nephew, Blake. Yes. And all of the requests in the prayer book. Just when you pray, say, remember the prayer book of Wayne and Pam. And that way it'll get everybody that's in there, so everybody's getting prayer.
Of the cutting board.
Of the cutting board, yep. So, we won't let Wayne taste test this. I don't think it would be very good. But he'll taste test it on some pork chops here in a little bit.
Ben a taste test it, Mommy.
Ben.
Ben.
That's our Ben.
Daddy's boy. Daddy's boy.
Look at that tail. He's a happy boy. So until next time, we'll see you guys. And we're going to get the pork chops ready, and we'll probably do another video. Love you guys. Bye-bye.